At the edge of a quiet village, the sun rises softly across fields and rivers, and a new story of wonder and magic begins to unfold. Inside a humble cottage, a lonely woman gazes out her window, her heart whispering a wish the world has yet to hear. One day, a mysterious old woman appears at her door, offering a single glowing flower. When the petals unfold, a miracle happens. A tiny girl, no bigger than a thumb, opens her eyes and smiles. Overwhelmed with joy, the woman holds the child close and says softly, "I'll name you Thumbelina." Thumbelina plays among teacups and flower petals, her laughter like music filling the room. Each night, she drifts to sleep in a walnut shell cradle, wrapped in a rose petal blanket that smells like spring. Candlelight flickers, and this is where it gets interesting. Beyond the window, a shadow stirs. Mrs. Toad, her eyes gleaming with mischief. Before dawn, Mrs. Toad leaps inside, snatching Thumbelina and vanishing into the night. As morning breaks, Mrs. Toad hops across a river, carrying the sleeping Thumbelina upon a lily pad. When Thumbelina awakens, she gasps, surrounded by endless water and croaking toads. Mrs. Toad croaks proudly, declaring Thumbelina will marry her son. Below the surface, tiny fish watch in sorrow as Thumbelina pleads for help. The fish nibble at the stems holding the lily pad in place, and with a final tug, the pad drifts free. But the adventure is only beginning. The stream carries Thumbelina into the sunlight, sparkling waves gliding her toward the unknown. Dragonflies flutter beside her, their wings catching the morning light. Thumbelina closes her eyes and smiles, the wind brushing through her golden hair. Butterflies hover above, swirling in soft colors like a dream. One lands gently, tying a silken thread to her lily pad and pulling her faster downstream. Then, suddenly, everything changes. A great beetle dives from the sky and grabs Thumbelina in its claws. The beetle whisks her away to a high branch, buzzing with life. There, other beetles circle around, mocking Thumbelina for her delicate beauty. Thumbelina is heartbroken. And just when all hope seems gone, something magical happens. Rain falls softly through the forest as Thumbelina curls beneath a flower petal. Morning dew sparkles around her like a necklace of stars. A kind field mouse scurries past and spots Thumbelina shivering in the cold. With a squeak of concern, the mouse leads Thumbelina to a cozy underground home. There, beside a tiny hearth, Thumbelina warms her hands and feels safe again. Days blend into weeks as Thumbelina helps the mouse sweep, cook, and tell stories. Together they share crumbs of bread and tales of sunlight and spring. Then one morning, the mouse whispers excitedly, "You must meet my neighbor, Mr. Mole." Mr. Mole arrives in a velvet coat, serious, polished, and proud. By lantern light, Mr. Mole leads Thumbelina through tunnels glowing with worms of gold. And this is where it gets really interesting. As they walk, a faint cry echoes through the tunnel walls. Thumbelina kneels beside the source, an injured swallow lying weak and still. Tears well in Thumbelina's eyes as she gathers moss and leaves to heal the bird. All night she stays beside the swallow, warming it with her gentle hands. When dawn breaks, the swallow opens its eyes, and for the first time, hope returns to the darkness. Mr. Mole brags about his tunnels and treasures, proud of his cold, sunless world. The field mouse leans close and whispers, "You should marry Mr. Mole." But Thumbelina looks down sadly. longing for blue skies and freedom. Quietly, she slips away to the swallow's side once more. The swallow, stronger now, spreads its wings and chirps. Spring will come, and I will fly. But what happens next changes everything. When spring finally returns, golden light pierces the tunnels once again. Mr. Mole insists.
You must marry me before summer.
Heartbroken, Thumbelina hides beneath a root, whispering to herself, I can't live without the sky. Suddenly, a familiar voice echoes. The swallow has come back. Climb onto my back, the swallow cries, and let's find the sun together. With courage blazing, Thumbelina climbs onto the swallow's wings. They burst into the sky, soaring over mountains, rivers, and clouds. Below them, the world sparkles, alive, endless, and free. Thumbelina laughs, her voice carried away by the wind. The swallow glides down toward a valley glowing with colors never seen before. And now, the story reaches its most magical moment. From a golden flower nearby, a tiny prince with shining wings appears. The flower prince bows, smiling gently at Thumbelina. He crowns her with a dew-kissed petal crown that sparkles in the sunlight. Around them, flowers bloom, revealing a kingdom hidden in petals and light. Butterflies swirl in the air as music fills the valley with joy. Thumbelina and the flower prince walk hand in hand beneath glowing blossoms. High above, the swallow watches, proud, knowing Thumbelina has found her home. The flower queen descends from the sky, blessing the two with light and happiness. Thumbelina's old clothes shimmer and transform into a gown of living petals. And as all true fairy tales promise, the magic only grows stronger. Thumbelina and the flower prince hold hands as golden petals rain from the sky. Flower fairies dance around them, tossing glittering pollen into the air. The swallow spreads its wings, ready to take flight into the sunset. Thumbelina waves goodbye, her heart full of peace and gratitude. The valley glows in the golden light of evening, a kingdom reborn through love. Endless meadows bright with rainbow-colored flowers. The flower kingdom sparkles beneath a warm, endless summer sky. Thumbelina and the flower prince dance together above the blossoms, their laughter echoing through the petals. The swallow circles above them, singing one last joyful song of freedom. But every ending is just another beginning. Thumbelina's story reminds us that even the smallest heart can hold the greatest courage. If you loved this story, subscribe to our channel for more magical fairy tale adventures. And keep the magic alive.